Hey, what's good, YouTube? Welcome to Silent Voices,
Black Tragedies.
and today we are back with another reaction video to part 2 of Divorce Court, and we call this title for us Failed Polygyny. For part 2 we left off at pretty much Pastor Greer was caught up in lies, and now his sister, I won't say they sister wife, but it's the side chick has reared her ugly head, and she's called up the fiance of Mr. Greer. And so now part 2, we're going to see what's really about to transpire, you guys. Let's sit back and watch. Also, this is fair use, and if you guys are into advice, criticism, and all things couples, black couples, reaction videos, please don't hesitate to subscribe, like, and comment down below. Okay, you guys? Okay, let's get into this video. All right.
Okay, I wanted to take a brief recess because I wanted to confirm the information that you provided and confirm the fact that we were able to locate the witness who called you and left the voicemail for you on the date and occasion. That witness is here in court, and she has a statement that she would like to make. Miss Latoya Smith, I'm now calling you into the courtroom to the witness stand.
Hey, Chris.
So,
You don't know who I am?
so she's here.
Or how you know Mr. Greer.
Stay,
Ma'am.
This is way too much for me. I can't. This is. It's too much. It's too much.
Too much.
It's too much.
Who is that? Your aunt? Who is that?
Notice, first of all, this shit is insulting because the side chick is literally a downgrade, and she got the nerve to sit up here and insult the fiance. How you gonna come out here disrespectful? How do you fucking come out here disrespectful like that? And you taking away from their household. It's bad enough fiance gotta pay half the fucking rent, and then you come out here being disrespectful. You should be coming out here humble with this oversized thrift store ass outfit on, sweetie. Like, girl, don't let me get started with the dry ass edges. Okay.
His aunt.
Miss Smith, you're
Yeah.
here in court today. You say that you know Mr. Greer and that you've known him for the last couple of years. Tell me what your relationship is with him specifically.
That's Daddy Bear. Like,
She called him Daddy Bear. What the No, this bitch didn't. I would have to beat her ass. Square up now. You got to square up. No, she is. No. Not with coming out with a weave looking like that, sweetie. No.
She already know what it is.
No.
I don't know what that
Bear.
means.
that's my man. Like, that we're in a relationship together. Like, we live together.
She the one looking like Sugar Bear. I'm sorry.
Y'all live together. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, we live together. We've been together like 2 years.
Is that true, Mr.
January 11th, 2020. The parties to this lease are the owner of property and tenants Latoya Smith and Christopher Greer. So they have a lease agreement in their names, and it looked like it's been going on for 2 whole years, probably since the pandemic. Like Miss Dixon said, that's probably the time where he was like, okay, let's pay half on the rent. And so this is a time where he start opening up this apartment, and they got this apartment together. So now funds done got tight. So he telling fiance, hey, I need you to pay half. Not because the children, it's literally because of this side chick. Side chick, what are you bringing to the table? Okay, you coming out here all this mouth, but you are taking out of the household.
Is that true?
Mr. Greer? Is that true?
I mean,
Do you live
yeah.
with Miss Smith?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so this is the woman that called your fiance, Miss Dixon?
Possibly.
Well, you heard her on the voicemail. Did that sound like her voice?
It
How
did,
long?
Your
How
Honor.
long have the two of you been living together?
Not that.
I'm so sad.
Over here. Hello.
What she call him, Daddy Bear?
Miss, you provided the staff with a phone number, and you asked the staff if they could locate the witness. They were able to do that. And you asked for the truth, and I want you to hear from Miss Smith today. Because if what she's saying is true, I know it hurts, but the truth was probably going to be the thing that sets you free today. So let's take a moment, and I want to hear what Miss Smith has to say about her relationship with Mr. Greer.
Wow, this is really sad. The thing about this is that this is on TV. This is embarrassing. I know this is probably on Facebook. This probably was on Facebook, Instagram. Also now it's on YouTube. That's crap. This is pretty embarrassing because he lied through the whole entire thing. And then the woman comes, the side chick comes out, and she's disrespectful and haughty and talking about, this your auntie? And I'm like, how you gonna come out like this when you actually call her? You know what I'm saying? You actually messed up your whole situation. Whatever y'all had, you just screwed yourself up. Because instead of you just being quiet and laying low, do what you do, because whatever's been happening for 2 years. She probably would have never known if stuff wouldn't have ever changed. Not saying it is right. But the dishonesty and the changes, and then the way she's just so disrespectful about it, and then they haven't even gotten married yet. It's just really bad. You know what I'm saying?
Going on at one time, right?
I really felt that when she started crying, because I know she probably was heartbroken. But considering the fact, to be honest with you, that she is not trying to be a wife, she don't want to pay no bills, and you know what I'm saying, she just thinks she gonna just get married without putting into the relationship. That's also probably a problem in their relationship, is that she's not really showing that she wants to be a wife. And I don't know what the side chick is really providing, to be honest with you, but it seemed like he was trying to keep them both up. I'm not even sure what he was trying to do. Let's continue to watch.
Miss Smith, what is your relationship with Mr. Greer?
That's my boyfriend.
And how long have the two of you been in a relationship?
You could say 2 years if you want to just put a bow on it. Engaged? No. So when I met Chris, because he used to come to this gas station I used to go to all the time. When I met Chris, he did tell me he had a girlfriend, because he used to always come in there and always get the same slushy every time he came in there, all the time. And he attractive little older dude. So, I wanted to see what was to him. So I gave him my number. He didn't call. You know what I mean? It was about 3 weeks or so. So I was like, okay, he's not interested. So when he came in, he was looking good. So I tried again. I was just like, so why you ain't call me? He said he had a girl. And I was like, oh, okay, I respected that. You know what I mean?
First of all, she's lying. She's full of shit. I'm gonna be honest, because first of all, he told you he had a girlfriend at the time. The time they weren't even engaged. So he already told you that he had a girlfriend. It wasn't that he wasn't interested in you. He was already with someone. So you talking about you respected his relationship? You didn't, because you didn't hear from him for 3 weeks, and you still tried to shoot your shot again, bitch. Like, you probably thought he wasn't with her no more, and he was still with her. So she didn't give up. She didn't have no respect for the relationship. She didn't ask him if he was even in polygyny. You know what I'm saying? She didn't give a fuck. Like, oh, he attractive, even though he got a girl. She didn't care. She did not care. Because if she cared, she would have been like, I want to meet your girlfriend. Let's talk. Let's see if she, down with the polygyny. If not, I'm gonna leave y'all alone. You know what I'm saying? Even though I like you or whatever, I don't want to step on no toes.
Right.
But because it was so dishonest and so disrespectful, and then she's okay.
3 weeks later.
Actually, you didn't respect it, because here we are in court today.
No, that's the thing. I'm telling you what I'm trying to tell you, because for some reason I feel like y'all trying to make it seem like I'm a side chick. Like, this is my boyfriend. We're in a whole relationship.
You are a side chick. What are you talking about? What is she talking about? She's not a side chick.
She's not a side chick.
She is a side chick.
How is she a side chick?
Because the girlfriend, Miss Dixon, was in the picture before this chick came into the picture. She was already told that he had a girlfriend. She ain't hear from him for 3 weeks. He keep coming up there. Obviously, he a truck driver, so she keeps being persistent. You know what I'm saying? As him being a man, he got weak in his temptation.
But I'm saying, like, he keep coming up there, but then he said that he wanted to be, I guess they together or whatever. So he didn't even know if the other girl was even in the picture no more. So she thought she was the main chick. Now, keep in mind, don't they have a lease agreement together?
He still had a girlfriend because he's engaged.
What I'm saying, how she know? She didn't know any of that. She thought she was the main chick.
That's because he's lying. He's dishonest. He ain't no real nigga.
He dishonest. I mean, I feel where she coming from. Like, she don't even know what's going on. She living with him for what? Did they say how long? They said 2 years?
2 years. 2 years.
Yes.
Before you walked into court today, he actually testified that they were supposed to get married this month.
This month. We're going to Vegas at the end of this month.
Well, I'm just telling you the testimony before you walked in today, because you're saying we're trying to portray you as a side chick. I'm just letting you know that Mr. Greer's testifying in here today with his fiance that they're supposed to get married this month. So who's portraying you as the side chick?
Because
she.
No, I'm not gonna say nothing to this man because I respect my elders. I don't know her.
What? She was about to call her the B word first, now she calling her an elder. This is this disrespect. Not only did you call it bothering her, the household income is disheveled, and then you come in here all haughty and disrespectful, looking the way you do, which is even more offensive. Like, girl, oh goodness.
But that's my boyfriend. Like.
Well, you know what? You seem to be very proud of that fact, and I'm just not sure you should be at this moment.
Well, you know,
Mr. Greer, tell me what's going on here.
Yeah, tell us all.
Well, Your Honor.
Am I a side chick?
I'm asking you, are the two of you in a relationship right now?
Yes or no?
Before this, I had no clue about her.
So why have two completely...
She's fucking lying. She's talking about before this, I had no clue about her. He must be lying. He must at some point in that relationship with the side chick. I'm calling her side chick because, you know what I'm saying, so you guys know, Miss Dixon is the fiance, but the side chick acting like she does not know that this woman existed. So I'm feeling like Mr. Greer at some point in this relationship with the side chick, he was probably like just telling the side chick, well, she don't exist.
That's what I'm saying.
Or at some point they must have broken up, but I don't see that happening because he's engaged. I'm confused about this whole situation.
He be on the road. He got time for it.
He's lying too much, and this is what's making it look bad. And he got this stupid ass deer in the headlights look on his face, like he don't fucking know what's going on. Like, what's wrong with you, man? Didn't you just come from church wearing this fucking Sunday suit? What is wrong? Sorry, I gotta black all those out. But I'm just saying, this is disrespectful. I'm just the lies he's telling. He's not a good liar at all. Oh, God.
Separate lies.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, and how long have you been in a relationship with Miss Smith?
Almost 2 years.
Okay. According to Miss Smith, the two of you have a lease on an apartment together. Is that true?
That is true.
So you're living a double life.
So that's why I gotta pay half the bills.
You pay bills? I pay no bills. I'm not even working right now due to the virus that's going on right now.
Once again, you seem very proud of your position, and I'm here to tell you it is nothing to be proud of.
He's a great man.
Well, I am so happy you feel that way.
I feel like y'all don't understand. You understand? Y'all don't understand what I'm saying. I had no clue about her. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm at Thanksgiving dinners. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm with the family. Like I said, me and his is real close. Like, she actually introduced me to God. She helped me through when I lost a baby. So for him to come on here and say that, like, to say you didn't know me, that's what they told me. They said you didn't even know who I was. How you think that make me feel?
A baby.
Didn't know who she was.
Y'all got kids?
Mr. Greer?
Yes.
She too old. See, I'm also looking at this as a perspective. Oh, okay. From a perspective, I'm kind of seeing, okay, from Greer's perspective, even though he's a freaking liar, okay, he's with a 43-year-old woman who already got 3 sets of kids that's not biologically his. So I don't think his plan really was to step out with Miss Greer, but Miss Greer is younger. So he doesn't have any biological children. So this put him in a position to where, okay, if he's with someone else, he can have his own offspring too. So this side relationship probably is somewhere he can build with someone who can have a child with. So this what I'm thinking is he probably, I don't know where he's trying to go with Dixon, but wherever he's probably not expressing himself that maybe she's not really it. Because if you think about it, this guy, men can have children until they die, okay? Women, there's a cutoff period. And so his fiance obviously probably can't have children at her age. And you got this young girl where he can have children with. So it's kind of like he's starting over and getting to do what he probably can't do with his fiance. So it gives him an opportunity to actually build a legacy as well. So I'm kind of thinking it from that perspective, because the young woman got pregnant. The 43-year-old woman probably can't have no children no more. And then she got 3 kids by other men. So I'm kind of, but imagine I'm being open-minded to this, because you got to see it from both sides. Even though, I don't want to say it's the right or wrong side, but you kind of got to be more mature and open to see where everybody is coming from. Then you got obviously you have the side chick here. She's pretty much invested in the relationship. She's been with him for 2 years, and they have a whole 2-year lease together. So even if she wanted to walk away, she can't, because she got so much tied up into the man. Also, fiance do too. There's a lot tied up into into the relationship, so I don't even know what Miss Dixon's gonna do. Hopefully she stacked up while she was able to sit and relax for the time she been with him. Hopefully she stacked up just in case I don't think she was prepared for this time. But yeah, so let's keep it moving.
Mr. Greer?
Girl.
Wow. That was his testimony. He said he did not know you, and that he was engaged before you walked in here today. He was engaged to Miss Dixon. They were having some issues that they were trying to work out in their relationship, but he's planning for a wedding, and they were saving for their wedding.
Look at the bottom.
So why do this, Mr. Greer? Why have 2 completely separate lives with 2 completely different women? Because you think that you can get away with it?
Yes.
Well, Your Honor, with it being 5 years, it didn't seem like the relationship was moving in the right direction. Mm-hmm. To me, things were getting a little boring.
So you know what happens when a relationship isn't going in the right direction, and it means that when you're an adult and you want to be mature and responsible in a relationship, then you end the relationship if you want to go on and be with somebody else.
Chris,
This is the thing. This is really kind of the thing with these kind of situations when it comes to monogamy in America. Women outnumber men, and it's not going to change ever. And so if you think about it, you keep getting these female judges that's over these men and telling them, well, if you don't want to be with somebody, just move on. He actually could have did that and left her behind, and then they would have been looking at him like, why you leave her? He didn't leave her at all. He literally trying to keep them both up. Now, the thing that probably just made it look bad is because he wasn't honest up front. Even then, she probably would have left anyway, but that would have been up to her. But, nobody says anything to men, to Muslim men, when they have multiple wives, and nobody ever says anything to Mormons or anything like that, because it's religious, it's recognized religion. But if you think about it, if a man is a Christian, he can't have multiple wives, especially if he's trying to take care of them and he's trying to keep a roof over their head and protect them and provide. They will shoot them down, be like, oh, you can't have 2 women. So what you're saying is that there's going to be women who will never have a man ever for the rest of their lives.
Right.
So there won't ever be a woman who ever going to have a child. So they got to be walking around here unprotected, single, and lonely, and never can look at a man. Because let's be honest here, if we pair up, if we take every man out of prison, let's say black man, every black man out of prison, if all black men were straight, okay, and we line every black man with every woman up, there will be a lot of women who will not have a man, and it won't be fair. Okay, so does that mean those women would never be able to have a family? Is that fair? So they can't look at, that means they would never be able to look at no man because every man is married. So then we shame them and stuff because they're just being women. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we shame them because they're being women. Now, the problem is that women, the way they do stuff is disrespectful. That's what makes it bad, is because society is telling women to be jealous, to be hateful, to be hurtful, to be vengeful. and just be jealous when you really don't have no reason to, because you get what I'm saying, if you both women can hang out together and build that relationship and get an understanding, you get what I'm saying, and see if she's even a good fit for the family. It's just about what you guys really need, you get what I'm saying, in that moment, how y'all all can build together, and everybody has to be on the same page. It cannot be, oh, just the man just wanting it. It's got to be everybody, because y'all working together as a team. You want everybody to work as a team. But with this kind of judge, I kind of feel like she's so quick to tell people to just move on, like it's that simple. You come on now. This woman had kids by past relationships. Who she gonna find who gonna take her in at 43 years old with 3 kids? I'm just saying. Who?
I'll tell you, like, I'm about to get you. That's how she look. That's all.
I mean, to be honest with you, she gonna mess around and the side chick is gonna end up getting him anyway, and he gonna end up still winning. I'm just saying.
But that's not what you chose to do, right? Because you chose to not just have a fiance, but also have a full-fledged relationship with someone else and lie to both of them. Am I correct, sir?
You are correct, Your Honor.
So see, that's what I was saying. Like, basically, like she said before, it went to a little cut scene we had to do. You know, like that is basically his woman for real. Like that, LaToya, like they have a whole place together. She got pregnant, and in the bottom of the screen, if you guys saw it, they said they was planning to start a family. So he pretty much already had a relationship with her. She just didn't know nothing about his original woman that he been with for 5 years. So, you know, she ain't wrong. She ain't playing crazy. She know what she know. She used to know that he had somebody still.
I think he probably wanted children. He couldn't have that with the first woman. Possibly. And I think he was kind of being respectful with it and trying to do his best to keep it going, because it was really working for 2 years. If she could have had a baby, she probably would have had one. And if he could have had it his way, if he probably wouldn't have fell off. He probably would have been married to what's the name, but I think that wouldn't have been smart, because all he's gonna do, I feel like he would have been married to Miss Dixon and still keeping up the side relationship. But at some point, you know what I'm saying, they was gonna have to meet. But I don't know how this would have worked, because I feel like for him, his pocket's gonna be hurting for real. I don't think it would have been smart. So maybe luckily it was just kind of like a reason, but I kind of feel like maybe he should have broke up with Miss Dixon, because I don't know if he gave her a ring to just shut her ass up. I don't think he probably was ever planning on marrying her. But I'm like, he just got so much money to throw away.
Now I understand why there's been this change that Miss Dixon was talking about over the course of the last year. Really, it's been longer, because Miss Smith actually thinks that you live with her. Miss Dixon believes that the two of you are engaged, and because you're in the industry where you drive long distance trucks, you're able to live a double life and lie to both of these women. Miss Dixon, I'm sorry you had to find out this way in court today.
On national television.
So going forward now, Miss Dixon, and knowing the truth that Mr. Greer
on national television and on the reaction. That's crazy.
Greer is in a relationship with someone else, how do you move forward?
That's the thing. Like I think I'm gonna exit. I think I'm gonna let y'all have at it. I really do. I think I'm gonna exit stage left or right, whichever one. But I think I'm gonna let y'all have at it, because if you can lie to me, I've been with you for 5 years. She knows your family, my dude. So they know. It's like, haha, the joke is on me.
It wasn't on you.
I feel like they need counseling. I feel like you can't just break. Honestly, you can't just break.
And she said she thinks, so she not even sure she really want to leave.
What y'all think? And then drop it down in the comments. I think they should get counseling and make it work. It seemed like she really loved Greer, but since he got all this stuff going on, she just hurt right now and emotional. But like my wife was saying earlier, like they got a lot of stuff tied up together, and it wasn't really a problem until, you know, the other woman lost her job and some of the money
Actually, it wasn't a problem. The side chick was the one blowing the spot up because she just didn't. I don't understand what she fucking called for. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, it wasn't broken. You know, as long as they didn't know about each other, he could have kept this going for a very long time. But you know, I don't know. I feel like at some point, Miss Dixon, because a lot of women say, oh, it's intuition and shit. I feel like that shit do not exist. I just feel like at some point we just decide to get nosy, and when we get bored, we start snooping. So, because I ain't gonna lie, I've done it a couple times. So, you know, it's just, I don't know why Miss Dixon kind of felt like maybe, you know, her spot was about to get taken or some shit. Maybe she felt like she was slacking because, you know, he was like, can you pay half? And she like, why I gotta pay half? Is this somebody else? You know what I'm saying? Because now she's like, damn, she kind of like feeling like something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like she's been complacent for so long. He's getting sick and tired of it. Then he can't have kids by her and shit. Then her, you know, it's probably other shit going on with her kids. He probably getting sick of that. Then he's flipping the bill. She to be honest, she could be lazy in a relationship. He probably getting tired of that shit. And I'm be honest, like, we talking about him so bad about him being a liar, but what the hell if what has she been doing in a relationship to cause him to want to do this type of stuff?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is just one-sided. You know, guys just don't be cheating to cheat. Some guys do stuff for certain reasons. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she just wasn't paying attention to the signs. So.
But that's not what's happening. And you should have known me better than that. A baby, an apartment, that's your woman. That's your woman. She ain't lying, that's your woman. Boo.
Miss Smith, what do you have to say?
I really need to talk to Chris about this because I'm in a situation.
Like I'm giving them to you, boo.
I'm not talking to
Miss Dixon and Miss Smith, do not speak to each other.
I'm not trying to distract that.
I'm going to ask you again.
Chris, like Smith? I said, Chris does everything right now. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Get a job.
What am I? How? What? So I don't know. Like, I'm in a legal lease with this man. Like, when he come home, he's coming home to me. How do we supposed to just, for me to sit here and tell you, oh yes, as soon as I leave here, I'm done with him, I can't say that. And she's saying that now, but she can't say that either. Like, I'm invested in this right now. You know what I mean? Like, this is it. This was it for me.
So you are invested in a man who is engaged to another woman.
I mean,
so they not married. This is divorce court. They're not getting divorced and they're not even legally married. And so what he told her? Let's be honest here. You know what I'm saying? We haven't even gotten to why he's doing this. Nobody's asked him why is he doing this in the first place. What is lacking in his current relationship to Miss Dixon to why he feel like he has to do this? We ain't even got into this. This is what is kind of annoying to me because at least you can get both stories. You get when two people come on there and they like, okay, well, we come here because such and such, you know, they're not doing this and whatever, and I'm getting sick and tired of it. I've been seeing other people, and then the other person will explain why they're doing certain things and all this. I haven't heard that. I haven't. All I've heard was pretty much Miss Dixon has been literally leeching off of Mr. Greer, and pretty much her kids been taking up all his resources, and at some point she couldn't financially afford it during the pandemic. Seemed like she had a problem with paying half, and then she just said she just expecting to get married. She ain't expecting to do nothing else, so it's something that she is not doing in that relationship, which is causing him to do this. And he could have been fucking bold and just left. He could have left and left her behind, didn't pay shit. But he actually still was keeping up his half, still was doing what he needed to do, and was keeping up the other woman too.
All I'm saying is, on top of all of that,
because I'm pretty sure
it sound good for the judge to say just leave to Miss Dixon. But like Latoya was saying, like, yeah, that sounds good, but where they gonna go? It's easy to say go find a job, but obviously she can't find a good job right away because the pandemic, you know what I'm saying? Because she already couldn't make money because of the pandemic.
Nobody told Miss Dixon to take her ass on and work and pay half the bills. Why she relying on this man 100% and she got 3 kids? Nobody said any of that. But when he decide, okay, you gotta pay half, which I feel like is fair since you came to the relationship with 3 fucking kids that's not even his. You get what I'm saying? Now he's tending to the side chick now because she fell off. He's helping the both of them. Neither one of them are losing. Stuff has just changed.
They belong to
Stuff has just changed a little bit, and because she got a little nosy and bored,
a little bit of information,
she decided to be nosy. You get what I'm saying? Like, to be honest with you, this would have went a little bit more respectful. I felt like Miss Dixon probably wouldn't have mind. And I know a lot this society is like pretty much, no, you shouldn't do this. And it's like, but who the fuck can tell you how to live your life?
But what do y'all think? Y'all jump in the comment section. How do y'all feel about the situation?
Tell us how y'all feel, and we're open to all. Don't be disrespectful, y'all, because we being mature about this. This is we trying to see this from every angle because we love to feel bad for the women, but we gotta be seeing it from the men's side and from the women's perspective. Yes, I feel like it's really sad that Miss Dixon found out this lie, and yes, Greer is wrong for lying. But the problem is that we don't have a lot of information on Miss Greer because it's all on Mr. We don't have a lot of information on Miss Dixon. Everything is pretty much attacking Mr. Greer at this point, but we don't know what Miss Dixon is doing in relationship to cause him to even want to seek another woman. You get what I'm saying? So we also got to take that into consideration because there's not a lot. We haven't heard anything as far as what she ain't doing, because he's never put her down one time. He could have. He really could have. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't already pretty much taking certain things out. Well, okay, she don't really pay no bills. She got 3 kids by different men. And she's 43 years old. That means she can't even bear children. And then she's expecting to just get married and do nothing in the relationship.
Yeah, especially since they talking about planning a family.
Yeah, he wants a family. He can't have it with Miss Dixon.
That
you
might
know what
be
I'm
something
saying?
he really wanted, but then it said she lost the baby too. So technically would have had a child if she didn't lose it.
Yeah. So this is the stuff that we're also analyzing as well in this particular divorce court segment is, because it's not a lot we working with, but pretty much you can kind of tell based upon what was presented to us. Yeah. So that's what I'm seeing, so this is crazy, y'all. Let's keep it going.
And you don't see that as a deal breaker now in your life.
I don't know the whole story.
I'm telling you, I don't need to know the entire story. You know enough of the story to know exactly what you are dealing with in this situation. Wow. Mr. Greer has not been honest with either one of you for a very long time, with you from day one. And the entire life you believe that you had built with him is based on a whole lie. And nothing but a lie. So you can say, what are you supposed to do when you leave here? Well, you have a choice. Because if you want to leave with Mr. Greer, you are leaving with a liar.
But Ms. Dixon will be leaving with a liar too. So they just with a liar that's both supporting them. So I'm trying to figure out, they both all 3 of them are living a life. They think that Ms. Dixon is delusional, thinks she's gonna find another man after Mr. Greer that's gonna take her and her kids in. And Mr. Greer is literally crazy if he think he want to keep up something with Ms. Dixon, knowing that she don't really want to contribute nothing to the relationship. And to be honest with you, the side chick, we don't know what the side chick is doing to really keep Mr. Greer,
Latoya.
Mr. Greer, staying with her for 2 years. Obviously something she doing right. So
I think she fun.
She probably is fun.
Because he said that. He said, after 5 years, things will get a little boring, and she was a little shocked, Miss Dixon. So
Miss Dixon probably not easy to talk to, and Miss Dixon is older, so she probably don't want to go out and don't want to be spontaneous and stuff like that. And these older men be liking younger women and stuff, and then he can't even have kids with Miss Dixon. So you gotta think of all the stuff that and then he's been supportive for her so long. He tried to do what he can. So we don't even know how their relationship got locked in. We don't know. I don't know. Let's keep it moving.
Miss Smith, I'm going to excuse you from court now. Thank you for appearing.
First of all, they bring her to court, then they talking to her reckless. You know what I'm saying? This is great. They gonna bring her to court just to tell her you living a lie.
Man, she's trying to go to Vegas. That's what go to Vegas at the end of the end of the month. Man, she ain't trying to hit all of this.
First of all, I just think she should just shut up. Now she probably done messed up the whole lease agreement, all types of shit.
The trip.
I knew that we had a witness here today, but I didn't know the extent of her testimony. And now that we've learned it, and we've learned the actual truth, Ms. Dixon, it's time for you to move on. And you said that he's been managing the finances and managing your life. Well, now you're going to have to find a way to do something different, because he's not the person that you want to marry. He's not the person that you want to be with when you have this level of dishonesty. It isn't just cheating. It is literally living a double life.
Literally.
So.
Okay, so he's living a double life. It wasn't a problem when he was paying all the damn bills. She wasn't asking no questions. But now he didn't pull it back a little bit. Now, oh, he's a liar, he's a cheater, and he would actually stay along the ride. He didn't even have to take her in as a single mother. There's a lot of men would not even take on that baggage. Like, and to be honest with you, Miss Dixon know that. She knows that. She really don't want to leave. Why the hell are they even listening to the judges when it's their life?
Even though she got 3 children, I wonder how old the children are though.
I have no idea. They actually grown enough where they stand in the house eating up shit.
They eating up stuff, but still, maybe he wanted, like I said, maybe he probably wanted a family. It's just hard if you want a family.
Yeah, he probably did, but I don't feel like...
And she not in her childbearing years.
I know, but it's kind of like you taking a risk when you take on a woman who already got children by other men. You get, it's a lot to come with that. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that they're not your biological children. You know, they don't share any of your genes and stuff. You gotta pretend like they your kids.
Yeah, that's something that you should they should have thought about, especially him. I'm not agreeing with saying what he did is right. You know, it's just in his situation, it kind of turned out decent right now. Well, for a while, it turned out okay. Mm-hmm. But eventually, the lies caught up with him. So I'm not saying what he did, how he did it was right. But I think he should have found someone, or at least been more understanding with his fiance, because 5 years is a long time to just randomly just do this and catch you by surprise. Because like my wife once said, like, you know, what's her name, Latoya, she could have had like some type of disease or something, you know what I'm saying? And he's sleeping with her, he could have brought it back to the wife. So in a sense, that's very dishonest. So he should have took his time with it. But I know most females don't.
It was reckless, and a lot of times we know this side chick culture, the side chicks are disrespectful. They feel entitled, and a lot of times they like to reach out to the first wife in order to feel like they have some control. They want to get a reaction out of the first wife to stir up some drama. But if you already know what your man is about, you already know who he is, you know what I'm saying, you don't allow that to affect you, which really she'll fall in line because she know that the husband ain't going nowhere.
And he doesn't even seem like he's not even remorseful. Like you haven't said nothing.
Hey, I don't know what to say.
You haven't said not one thing in this courtroom. She said, you've been the quietest one up in this room.
I don't know.
When you're the loudest one, you've been the quietest one, the most quiet out of all of us.
Miss Dixon?
I'm sorry.
Miss Dixon.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, he doesn't know what to say because he doesn't know what lie to tell anymore. Because you've been exposed and the truth has been revealed here in court today. So there is nothing else to say. He doesn't get to make a decision according to you of who he wants to be with. You've made the decision for yourself. Mm-hmm. And you said based on this information.
No, you've made the decision for them. Judge, shut your mouth, because they're not even married legally. So what does, if he want to have the both of them, he can. He not legally tied to her. She want to go. He's actually doing her a favor. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's no paperwork.
It's no paperwork. So if she want to leave, she can go. This is divorce court. They not even divorcing. There's no child in the midst. She's not getting nothing. So you want to go with nothing. You know he was doing all this stuff for you. Good luck finding somebody else who's going to do that for you. I'm just saying. I feel like he should have been more honest and fucking told her the truth. And she probably would have still tried to leave. I don't know. Or she would have stayed. But the judge is really making a decision for these grown-ass people. These people are the ones that's got to make the decision at the end of the day, how they want to move forward. This judge cannot fucking tell them what to do. She's a woman. She can't tell this grown-ass man how he should conduct his relationship. Let's be honest. And on top of that, they're not legally married. So You saying he living a double like he's not, because you be calling him a bigamist. He's not married to this woman. So come on, he don't have no obligation to her for real. Just because she's a fiance, they're not legally tied together, okay? And this is kind of annoying.
This is why polygyny should be taught in schools. It should be taught all over, but I know it's not. I get why. And if you know your history, do you understand the real reason why it's not being taught? At least
it's just the fact that
understood from a man's perspective.
It's just that the fact that they only teaching you one way to have a relationship. They open up all these other avenues for how you want to do your relationship, but when it comes to actually polygyny, where actually it could work, they always dismiss it. They always
a healthy
polygynous
family,
healthy and spiritual. It has to have God in the midst, not this worldly polygyny that people want to keep up, but stuff that's actually backed by the Most High.
I mean, if that's stuff that y'all do, then that's, it's all on y'all. We're all adults,
even if you
consenting adults, polyandry and all that stuff.
Even if you're not holy, all these other avenues, you guys know what avenues is open for people's relationship, and nobody shuns them. But when it comes to when you name the word polygyny, people get so triggered. And I ain't gonna lie, it was triggering for me because I didn't fucking understand it. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't. It's also like you taking a risk because nobody's supporting it. Nobody's doing rah-rah like they would if you was a woman who wanted two men. They'll sit up there and amp you up.
That's the polyandry thing I was talking about.
Yeah, that's one avenue of a relationship, which I really kind of...
Some of y'all that's watching this, y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all dating multiple men at once.
Yeah.
But it's really commitment for real. It's like the commitment makes it polyandry. But some of y'all can't keep up neither. Now,
I would think that it would be too hard as a woman to keep up with multiple men, and then all the soul ties you will have with those men, and then you can only have one baby at a time, and then you're gonna be out of commission. Those men gonna want sex, and then you can't give it to them. They just gonna cheat on your ass.
So we do got another video that we want to drop soon. It's about like body count. Like if women have a lot of body count, does it make it hard for her to be in a committed relationship? Because nowadays the divorce rate is very high. Women are divorcing men 80% of the time or initiating their divorce. They said now is at I think I was at 80 or 90. That's almost 100%.
Yeah, it's at an all-time high with the divorce rate. We also gonna talk to you guys about childhood traumas that also affects women and how they make decisions on men and stuff like that, like being violated at a young age and stuff like that. That also is a big factor to why when women react the way they react. Abuse, it could be from mainly the mother, because a lot of times we live with our moms and we don't talk about being abused by our moms. We kind of sweep it under the rug. And a lot of times when we get in relationships, we literally react based upon what was taught to us when we was living with our moms. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us ain't grew up with our fathers, so we can't really blame them because they weren't there. So.
Yeah. Let's see what Ms. Dixon has to say left.
All right, come on.
Information, which I think you knew what was going on. You didn't know to the extent, but you were aware, and you had a suspicion that something was happening, and now you know. And you've made your decision to move on and move forward. And I hope that you finding out the truth, in life, pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. I hope that you can go forward knowing the truth and build a better life for yourself with someone who you can trust and someone who believes in you and believes in your relationship and is going to do the right thing. And that is someone who's loyal to you, because you really shouldn't shed another tear, because this is not a loss for you. This is
Yeah, see how she grabbing that ring? Pay attention to that. She's probably gonna take it off and give it to him.
And also too, even with her, twisting up the ring, she also don't want to really leave him. It's the judge that's actually making a decision for them.
Pay attention.
First off, the judge is really destroying relationships. I'm not saying that Mr. Greer didn't destroy the relationship. I feel like personally, in that situation, man, I feel like he didn't know what to do, because he really could have tossed her ass to the side. I'm just being honest. He could have did that, but he didn't. he actually continued to take care of her, and she relied on him a great deal. Now, we don't know what Miss Dixon's life's gonna be without him, because she relied on him for 5 years. She got to do everything all over again as a single mother.
Plus, she don't even have a job now, so she just leave him. And we don't even know how old the children are. Where they gonna go? Do they have money? Are they working?
Well, she has a job. It's just that Miss Dixon has a job. It's just that she's not getting a lot of hours.
Oh yeah. She not, but the other girl, definitely, we don't know where she gonna go because she on a lease agreement.
She's on a lease agreement and she's not working.
She's not working.
Mr. Greer's taking care of all of that, so we're gonna find out.
Win. Because you know the truth. So you are the person who walks out of court today with your head held up high. There is no shame. There is no embarrassment. There is no condemnation on your part.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
I thought her verdict was the correct one. I thought it was well thought out, and it was a decision that I was going to make anyway. So.
She's lying. She wasn't gonna make that fucking decision. She capping because she didn't know. She just said that literally Greer is literally pretty much over all the finances, everything. He was literally hands on with her, and he just asked her to pay half. That's it. He didn't even say he was going to leave her. He just said she was boring.
Not saying that finances. Not saying that. Okay, so if you're in this situation, women watching this, particularly. If you're in that type of situation, I mean, not saying you should stay because you don't have no financial leverage to leave, but in her situation, I didn't hear about abuse. I didn't hear about anything like that, but there was lying and the trust was broken. So I can kind of understand her feelings.
Well, I mean, come on now. Let's be honest. Was she perfect in a relationship? We just been tag teaming on Greer. You know what I'm saying? We have not heard anything about her. She made sure.
I have a suggestion though. What? So what I'm saying is, like, if she really loved him, maybe they can work it out. I get it, cause right now it's a situation of he can't even probably afford another woman at this point, cause he paying for rent at some other. I don't even know she probably live in a different state, and then he paying half on bills where he living at now. So cause he got to take care of her, cause it seemed like he loved her a lot. So I think personally, I'm just saying, like, if this is the situation for her. If she can stay and work things out, they should just get counseling. Just to work things out for each other and the family. I always feel like every single emotion you get, you should just leave. Because her situation to me is not that bad. It just depends. So the trust was broken though. So that's something that has to be mended. But to be honest with you, the situation doesn't seem bad enough to just everybody just leave Greer. Especially the other girl, because she stayed at the apartment. They got their names on the same lease agreement. So.
Yeah, it's just a messy situation, and I think when you got people staring at y'all, and I feel like a lot of stuff like this needs to be in private. I don't really believe in getting on TV and airing out all your business, because this is gonna mess up reputations and stuff. I really feel like if they could get their emotions in check, because the camera kind of amplifies, emotions. It kind of make you get big-headed and prideful. And instead of just sitting back and literally talking it out like adults and seeing what they could do to work this situation out, because the truth hurts. You know what I'm saying? The truth hurts, and she asked for the truth, and I pray to God for the truth a lot of times. And she got it. And I cried about it, every type of thing. And I mean, it's in the Bible. Polygyny is in the Bible. I'm not even going to deny about that. That stuff is in the Bible, and I am not even going to sit up here lying on God's name or any of that. It's in the Bible.
So, I mean, yeah, I believe that, this whole situation, it's not the best of the situation. I get where he was going, and it's not necessary to do that, but it's just something he kind of wanted to pursue, and how he pursued it, to me, it kind of worked out for a second, but it wasn't the best way to pursue it. Only because, mainly too, he kept lying and saying that he didn't even know who LaToya was, and that was wrong. They even say that he don't even know who she is, and they really planning a family together. See how that messed up a lot of things. But what we saying is, at least from a man perspective too, polygyny is not mandatory, but it's something that's embedded in a lot of man's DNA, especially man of color. It's really embedded in our DNA to do that. If you have the funds to provide for another woman, that's even better. But we live in a time, in a day and age, where a lot of times women have their own money anyway. Sometimes women have more money than the man they talk to. I don't believe in hypergamy, about women date, across and up. Because a lot of times, women can date who they can. You know what I'm saying? Like, who they can. Because if the guy don't want them, how they gonna date across and up? They can get whoever they can get. Even guys, I don't feel like guys can date always down. Because some guys can date across and up. Or you know what I'm saying? Like, the hypergamy stuff, I personally don't believe in it. Maybe I haven't seen enough stats about it, but I don't believe in it. But all I'm saying is, the situation was messed up. Could have been better. And like I said, polygyny is something that is optional, depending on everyone's situation and agreement, because we're consenting adults. So it wasn't really a whole lot of consent going on. I kind of feel like, because it made it hard for the wife. If the wife kind of consented, then it might have been easier.
She's not a legal wife. She's his fiance.
Fiance, yeah.
Yeah. I don't really think he had intentions on really marrying her. I think he was just kind of like...
5 years is kind of a long time to just drag somebody along.
I mean, men do that. Especially they trying to ease on to another relationship.
How y'all do that, fellas? I don't even know how you do that. 5 years.
He's a truck driver.
There's more women past the Greer. I'm joking.
Judge Faith's verdict was right, and I'm very sorry for hurting two people that I really, really care about.
The only thing that I want to say is you can have this. Thank you very much for your time, sir.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I am.
No, you're not.
Kay,
no.
Can we talk about this?
No! Don't make me act a fool, sir. Please. Please.
She probably talked to him like that at home. Like, look how she, like, disrespected him on TV. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what's been going on in that household where he even really did that for real. He probably met her when they was, probably drinking, and he didn't really assess the situation with her. She probably was never really somebody he really wanted to be with for real. She was probably good, like, at the time, a good time, but then she started getting boring over the years. And, lazy. And he pretty much working all hard, tired. You know what I'm saying? He probably not that guy that's just gonna leave.
And truck driving job. That could be something. We did something similar to that, and it was hard. I understand the stress, Mr. Greer.
I don't know what she gonna do, because if he paying for the house, she can't kick him out.
Like I said, don't stay in a situation if you guys feel like you gotta leave, but just really consider the facts. Talk to some counselors, some professionals, and talk to not everyone about your situation, because you don't want to get your business out there. But talk to professionals about the situation. Make sure they're open and more spiritual, honestly. Open women that want to have a society where things are catered to them. You want somebody that is what's the word I'm looking for? Neutral, compatible and neutral to the situation of what's going on when you get counseling, because in situations like that where you have to leave, you want to make sure you get all the angles of possibilities of why you should leave and how to leave. Because in this situation, if she just throw herself out there like that, it wouldn't be smart. But like I said, don't stay in situations where you shouldn't stay in. But that's all I gotta say.
All right, y'all. Let's finish this off.
Please, sir.
Okay, stop walking. Come here. Come here.
Nope.
Please.
Chris and I have not been in touch with one another. I am very sad that our relationship did not work out as it should.
I'm sorry. She does not look like the same person that was talking shit. I'm being honest. She look rough as hell.
Why the relationship didn't work out? What happened? What changed? Because
she don't even look like the same chick.
She don't.
She look like she's struggling.
She didn't go to Vegas.
Should have, but I know that I deserve better, and I am trying to get on with my life, trying to figure this thing out alone.
Actually, I'm confused.
Hold up. This is Dixon.
That is?
This is Dixon. She got her hair on.
My bad, y'all.
She don't got her makeup on.
My bad, y'all. I couldn't even tell who that was.
Hold up. Let's go back. Y'all. Let's go back.
Pretty sure it's... I don't know who that is. It didn't say the name. That's what I was waiting for him to say. It didn't say if that was Dixon or not.
Let's listen.
Sir.
Kay, stop walking. Come here. Please.
Chris and I have not been in touch with one another. I am very sad that our relationship did not work out as it should have. But I know that I deserve better. And I am trying to get on with my life, trying to figure this thing out alone.
Well, I was really surprised to see LaToya in court. I never thought I'd see that.
Okay, y'all. The first woman is actually Kay. Remember now, I told y'all. Okay, Kay looked real rough now. Remember, she had a short haircut. All right, she left. She did not want to leave Greer for real. He was doing everything for her. She's a single mother of 3. She's struggling now, and she's single. She listens to this damn judge, and actually, she ain't find nobody. All right, she's heartbroken. No man checking for her right now, and she got 3 kids.
Y'all, look at Mr. Greer. He's still looking all clean and fresh. You know what I'm saying? He probably still truck driving, still making money. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, she all sad, and we don't know where she at because she didn't even contact him.
She shouldn't have left. She shouldn't have left because now she's in a worse position now that she didn't left. And it seems like this shit always happens when there's really no reason for you to leave for real. There's no reason for you to leave. Cry it out, take some time apart for a minute, and then come back and then talk about it.
My thing is, if she is going to leave, and since she got with him, let's start there. She didn't know he was that bad of a liar. Like, this is kind of a big lie to be putting on. So I can see what some people might say, well, why should she stay with him if he's that big of a liar? What else is he lying about? I feel the same way. But, I mean, what else can he do? I mean,
why should she stay with him? But look at the position she in now. She didn't find nobody. She's still alone. And the thing about it is we as women, we can't just leave. When our hearts is invested in stuff, we're emotional beings. And he's her soul tie, okay? She's heartbroken. She still loves him. I don't even think she would have left if it wasn't for the judge influence. I'm being honest. She was twisting that ring around like, I don't even know if I want to do this. Like, everything is invested in him. I've been with him for too long. I don't want to start over with a whole nother man. I got 3 kids. You got to understand, the value she's at right now is pretty low. I'm no disrespect, but y'all women, y'all don't, this stuff is been going on even in the East. Value levels. As women, we're like cars. You know what I'm saying? And the more people that's been riding in us, the lower our value goes down. That's when we look for cars. We want to see how many owners has been in that car, have been driving the car, if they've been taking care of it. We want cars that only have 1 to 2 owners. We don't want a car who has been 6, 7, 8 owners to that car, because you ain't gonna want it. Because that means something is wrong with the car. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So, let's keep watching.
And I've been reaching out to Kay. She won't return any of my phone calls, any texts, emails. I just want to tell her how sorry I am, because I'm really sorry what I did to both ladies. I just started reaching out to LaToya because I think that we did have a connection. And we're going to see how that's going to go.
I was devastated walking in the courtroom, seeing a man that I'm in a relationship.
Okay, this is LaToya. She actually looks good without makeup. All right, she got a big old head, but she looked good without makeup. Now Kay Dixon is actually, she looks really bad since her and Greer broke up.
In a totally different relationship, engaged to another woman. And before I walked out, he didn't even know I existed. How was I supposed to feel? How am I supposed to feel now? Like, we've been talking, we don't live together currently, but he's still paying the bills. And he wants to work it out, but there's no trust. How can I trust someone after that? I still really don't have any closure on who she is or what they got going on. And I hope he's not doing it because of the baby, because I'm not pregnant.
Well, she said she was pregnant again. Right. So, y'all, that's crazy. So, Kay looking bad. She's sad, depressed. She don't know how she gonna move forward.
She ain't eating, word on the street says.
LaToya, he's still paying her bills. You know what I'm saying? And she, I don't know. I have no answers. I'm like, I bet you he gonna call her and he gonna be like, I want to be back with you, and she gonna be still screwing him, and they gonna be together. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can do some research and kind of like, you know, catch up with them, and we might, you know, revisit them later on in the future to see how everything is going.
How things working out, how Mr. Greer doing, how Ms. Dixon, especially for her, because I feel like she really got the worst end of the stick.
Yeah. I just feel like they weren't even married, and the judge just destroyed their little.
Well, that's Roman law.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
all
thank you all for watching. Love you all, and we're out.
Like, comment, and subscribe, you guys, and we're gonna be coming out with another video soon. So, thanks for tuning in to Silent Voices.
Like tragedy.
And
we'll
see you next time.
Peace.